and gentlemen, we are live with our game 1 of Landalk 2024. Can we get a cheer from out in the room? Woo! I am running tail with, once again, the old man of Irish Dota 2, the grandfather of the scene, Krav Sorga. Krav, how are we?
Cheers.
Cheers, baby. So our first series taking place between Cavan Champions and Imprint Esports. Now, Imprint Esports running an almost entirely identical team with different positions again. Their classic move is, we didn't win last time, let's change all of our positions again. They've done it every single tournament, so keep in mind we might get some of the players' names wrong every now and then. Looking into these early bans, we see a ban out on the Wyvern. Now, I have been doing my homework on Imprint a little bit, watching them. They are notorious Alchemist pickers. It is basically their pause one they've played in 90% of the games I've seen them play so far. So this early Wyvern ban suggests to me that they want to get rid of that early.
So the Wyvern is for the ultimate to disable is gonna, yeah.
More so just the DOT from the queue is the concern when you're playing Alchemist into it. The Lich ban follow up from the other side of Cavan. Looking at what's like Cavan, really good ban there in the Clockwork. So Clockwork is a hero we've seen a lot in the most recent Dream League. 48 picks, 54% win rate. And it's also a Cavan comfort pick. Truffle Snout on Cavan is a huge Clockwork player, so not a surprising ban there at all.
It's a god tier support. It really is.
Very, very good. If you want to move a little bit closer.
Sure, yeah.
We'll have to cuddle up like penguins in winter. Other way? Okay, super.
Oh, sure, okay.
Thank you, Milou.
You come across,
Yeah,
yeah.
got you. Sweet.
Yeah.
So, looking into this next stage, taking a bit of time with this third set of bans, just thinking what they're trying to set up for. They ban out the Shadow Demon as well, and now the Doom ban. So once again, as I suggested, complete Elk draft so far, and they pick up their first hero, which is the Sand King.
So look, it's a meta draft so far. They're just banning out the heroes that are seriously strong in the meta right now. Although the Bounty Hunter isn't, I don't think, huge these days. But
very big in pubs, so it hasn't been great in the pro scene, but in pubs, Bounty Hunter has been on an absolute storm
I'd
recently.
expect the standard in this game to be closer to a pub than a pro game.
It's worth noting for anyone watching, these two teams, on paper, Cavan are the favourites significantly.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Pretty strong team, played together a long time, playing with one stand in this event, playing with a guy called No Leaves, but No Leaves, an excellent player.
Yeah.
I think average MMR wise, I think Imprint are in and around 2.5. I think Cavan are in and around 4.5.
Yes.
Here's the other Truffle Snout hero. So he has two. One is Clockwork and the other is the Phoenix.
Yeah,
So once again, if they're expecting what I'm expecting, which is an Alch-based draft, that pickup of the Phoenix makes a lot of sense here.
AA ban. It's an Alchemist.
It's an absolutely an Alchemist game. Look at those bans. He banned out the Doom. They banned out the AA. They banned out the Wyvern. They've been picking it every game. The question is how early they pick it, because if the other team has done their homework to any extent, they would see that these guys are serial pickers of this hero.
Yeah.
Alchemist at the moment as well, also a really good hero. It's seen some really good success recently. So Alchemist, for example, at Dream League has been kicking off 55% win rate of that tournament so far. It's a nutty hero. And one that we hopefully will get to see this game. Now, looking at this next stage of picks, the Sand King I find interesting because you can still flex Sand King. It can be a mid hero or a 3. What position do you think we're more likely to see it in here?
I assume it's going to default to a 3. There's a lovely Medusa ban.
Yep.
I did call the 3 heroes I think are going to be banned like every game is going to be Medusa, Luna, and Lycan. I can't see how there's the Alch ban.
There we go. Yeah.
But they might just throw in a Lycan now and just fucking just cause chaos with that.
To be fair, it was fairly telegraphed. I think when I've seen them go off the script of their Alchemist Classic pick, they do tend to lean into that Luna. Luna is still in the pool. I think that is a really nice pick into what they have so far. You don't mind playing into it when you're playing into Phoenix.
Yeah.
So could be a really nice pick. We see the pickup of the Ogre Magi now. Ogre Magi, a very standard hero. If you just want to base a draft off something else, Ogre Magi is a nice thing to have because it always does okay.
Yeah. Look, he's got a reliable stun. He's got a lovely little AoE dot. He can scale into the late game, and there's the Luna pickup.
Nostradamus running tail, done his homework, knowing exactly. See, I know my shit. You forget this sometimes. I'm not just an absolute joker. Sorry? Oh, excellent. That makes much better. Thank you. Thank you, Milou. So the Luna pickup, obviously Luna has been probably the hero of the patch so far, but interestingly has been losing a lot of games at Dream League. Now, this is the next thing I was expecting, the Shadow Fiend pickup. This is No Leave Shadow Fiend. No Leave is playing one for Cavan this time. I've seen him play Shadow Fiend. These two teams actually scrimmed last week, and I watched the whole game. God fucking help me, I watched that whole game. Not that this won't be entertaining content, but oh boy. What ended up happening that game was the side of Imprint took a really strong early lead, strongly ahead off the back of an Alchemist pick.
Yeah.
And then they failed a couple of high ground pushes, as they do.
They
and
imprinted.
the No Leaves Shadow Fiend was really a point of contention there.
Yeah.
Next pick up is the Dawnbreaker. So Dawnbreaker, obviously a hero you like playing with that Shadow Fiend. The ability to drop the Dawn ult while he's channeling his own ult. Double circles, always nice. Not very highly contested hero at the moment. 25 picks in Dreammaker total. Very low win rate as well.
She is going to be a very popular pick at this LAN. I think Mommy Thunder Thighs, we're going to see a lot of her.
I think it's possible.
Yeah.
Like, I think the whole thing about Dawnbreaker is it's one of those things where the execution on her is always really nice, right?
Yeah.
If you fuck up a team fight, she can rescue you. It's nice with the Phoenix as well. The follow-up for the Phoenix, stop the egg being knocked off. Very circular draft from the side of a Cavan so far.
They've got good wombo combo as well. Like they can really, if they pull off the perfect team fight, they will just decimate. So.
And there is the most picked support of the patch. The Lion is out. It is entirely unsurprising to see it. It has looked incredibly strong this patch, so not surprising to see the Lion pick up whatsoever. What's interesting to see now is what's going into that last slot, whether it's going to be that 2 or that 3. Think it's more likely we're going to see the mids come out here. The OD ban, a Patter classic, so not super surprised to see that come out here, but in terms of other mid laners that are still in this pool, a Storm Spirit, I'm thinking right now, is looking pretty strong for the side of Imprint, especially with the mana battery the Lion presents.
It's a standard ban in Irish Dota now to ban OD. I think nobody enjoys laning against it, so they just get rid of it every game. The last mid ban, as you say, the Storm Spirit would be in trouble against a Lion, but like with the combo, it would work well.
I was thinking more the Storm Spirit for the side of Imprint.
Yes.
Whereas for the side of Cavan, I think we're expecting what we've seen from them a lot of times before, which is the Holy Diver Puck. I think works phenomenally here.
Yes, yeah. Puck would be a great pick, and Holy Diver, it's his favorite hero. He's immense on it. I can see that coming out alright. Yeah. Imprint would be wise to ban that alright.
It's just with the draft they have right now, with all the AoE lockdown, if you throw a Puck on top of that with its damage, with its burst, I think that their team fights become completely impossible to execute. Now, I do like the Undying pickup recognizing their weaker team fight, but I still do think if you give away that Puck here, you could be in serious trouble. And I think they know Holy Diver well enough to know that themselves.
And it adds to the wombo as well. It's like,
It's another circle.
Yeah.
They're taking a lot of time with this one, though. They're really thinking it through. I mean, what other mids could we potentially see? Indeed. Could we see a wind here? Potentially not. Probably not.
It would be good. Yeah, Lion fucks wind.
Yeah.
Lion just, It's like she just has to get a BKB, ASAP. And then, when it runs out, she's not trouble.
In terms of what we'd like to see, there we go, Puck ban. Sniper pick up immediate.
They knew what they wanted to do.
Mid sniper, okay, interesting. I would say you'll probably go for that new facet that just makes him do 1 billion damage at level 1. And that's I think how they're picking this one, forgive me for saying this, Mr. Patter, is I think they just don't want him to get dumpstered by Holy Divers. They're picking auto lanes, right?
Absolutely.
Cavan came to play. The Holy Diver arc one. We've seen this once before at LAN, and it was devastating. Based on the draft we've seen in front of us, Krav, what do we call him for this game 1?
I really, really like Imprint's draft. I do think the skill differential might show, especially if the game goes late.
Yeah.
But Imprint might just run at them. In fact, it's a seriously run at them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They could also go for a 4 protect 1 as well, which would it's very flexible. I think it's too close to call. Genuine. If it goes late, though, I think Cavan will take it for sure.
Cavan's late with that Arc Warden is terrifying. I do agree with you. I think they are somewhat susceptible to just a really early death roll that just wipes out all their towers, especially if Luna has a good start.
Yes.
I think that's the lane we're going to be focusing on a bit this cast, just seeing where that Luna goes and seeing what she does. Here we go. We have game 1 reminder of Landalk 2024. I'm Runtel with the beautiful Crab Saga. On the obs desk, we have the sexy, immovable, unreplaceable Malou. And we're going to get into this game right now between Imprint and Cavan. Get some hypes up in that Twitch chat. Let's get started with this one. Here are our heroes in each position. So it is the Pause 3 Sand King, Asgrab picking that one up. Patter is mid on the Sniper. We have Conqueror on the Undying, Foxy on the Luna, the Pause 1, Kian Enigma on the Lion. On the side of Cavan, we have Truffle Snout, Phoenix, unsurprising, Jojo Baggins on the Ogre Magi, No Leaves, as I said, the Pause 1 Shadow Fiend. It is his favourite, and the Dawnbreaker on Koi, Holy Diver, of course, on that Arc Warden. Going for the Disorder as well in terms of that. Here we go, getting started. Looking at this Arc Warden, look at this MVP in 6 of his last 20 matches and 440 games of Arc Warden. I think that's enough to put you into a Psych Ward most of the time, right?
Ort.
Very, very spooky. Very, very spooky. Let's get into this one. So as we get into this, GL, have fun. Both these teams know each other a very long time. We're going to see if they decide to be kind to each other during this draft. It is highly unlikely. Oh, hi, Winter. Winter in the chat. Hey, baby. I miss you. But let's get into this one. So shout out to Malou in the chat, as he does deserves. And here at Imprint, we offer extensive... shit banter in the chat already from the side of Imprint. I don't get it, but let's just ignore it for now. We have a 5-man smoke coming up from the side of Cavan, moving in towards the bottom row spot. Looks like a bit of an issue here for Enigma on this line. He's been spotted. There's a ward on him, but he does manage to walk away, breaks the smoke on that Ogre Magi, so he is able to toddle away. So that smoke broken, 5-man rotation forced, and nothing gained for it there. Obviously, they'll secure these runes, but a nice little trade-off early.
Great play from Enigma. Yeah, he saw them coming. He just timed it just perfectly. Oh, got a bit lucky.
A little bit lucky, I'd say. But what's nice is they now are able to identify those wards straight away, because Truffle Snout on his way out on that Phoenix did drop that ward, and he dropped it under the coverage of the ward that's already... Oh, it's so close. Inches. That's their own ward. But I'm talking about the other ward that we have just behind spotted this. So they know this ward's been placed here, and they can take both of them out immediately.
Perfect, yeah.
So a really nice trade-off there in the end. Let's get going. So we have 8 seconds till Rune Spot is spawned. Obviously, better team fight in the level 1 is definitely on the side of Imprint. With the scatter shot facet picked up on that sniper, it's just very dangerous them to play into. Just a simple rune exchange in the end there. Nothing fancy. Heroes heading towards their lanes. Can we pull up the last hits and denies, Mr. Maloonigans? I love you. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's get into this. So looking at these lanes as they stand. In the mid lane, we're going to have the Holy Diver Arc Warden playing into that scatter shot sniper. I feel like this is really hard for Arc Warden in early levels.
Yeah, I don't think he's bothered, you know. It'll be all about the rotations for him. He just needs to not lose too hard, I guess. No, I don't think it's too much.
This does so much damage. He landed. That one doesn't quite connect, but just see how much he's able to chip him immediately. Like, he's already down to a third of his HP on Holy Diver after the first wave. This will allow Patter to get a bit more control here, but as you said, support rotations are going to be absolutely critical here. And with supports like Ogre Magi, like Phoenix, their ability to rotate is very nice here.
Yeah, for sure. Probably should have bought more of those little Healy boys, but he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
Should be all right. Looking at it early, still entirely even. So Holy Diver putting in a very nice performance, but a whole wave now coming in for PK. See if he's able to get off these. Managing to sustain somewhat in this mid lane. Let's take a look at the safe lane for a moment to see how they are doing up there. So looking at this safe lane, this is the one that I think is going to be most important, this bottom safe lane. The Ogre Magi with the Luna. The Luna, if he gets a strong start, will absolutely demolish this game. Sorry, yes, wrong lane. Thank you.
Wrong lane, there we go.
That's okay. The Luna, if he gets a strong start, will absolutely demolish this game. It looks like he already is 6-1 already on this Luna. Connor doing a really good job of keeping Truffle Snout away from him at all times, basically not being allowed to have a lane. Nice to always have that Undying into that Phoenix. In fact, he might go down here. One more right click, so it's going to take. But he does have those Fire Spirits allowing him to get out there.
He doesn't have mana for an extra Q. One more, I need to take him down.
Yeah, absolutely. Instead, we're kind of forced into this state of stalemate, but Luna is perfectly happy with this. 9-1 already. Orchard Thieves, Humble Foxy off to an absolute stormer for start.
Great sponsor.
Yeah. Terrible cider.
Yeah.
It's fucking dog shit sugar water for like fucking 12-year-olds at Longitude.
I'm a Bulmers man.
Yeah, it's like marginally less embarrassing, I suppose.
The wild one is okay.
Wild Bummers?
Have you had the Wild Orchard Thieves?
No.
It's actually nice, yeah.
But like, I feel like Orchard Thieves, when you're beyond the age of 23, is like having Snapchat, right? It's one of those things where if you just have it, you should be on a list. Like, there's something seriously wrong there.
Yeah. If you guys can't tell, I'm just recovering from a cough and a cold, and so I will have to occasionally lean over to cough up a lung. So this stream is sponsored by Benelin. Also, lysine.
I was just imagining you like pulling out one of those old timey drawers of like
yeah.
the
I've got a
ancient
bag
medicine.
here. I've got a bag of medicine here.
Your
yeah.
4 humors are to check.
Yes, yeah. And also Centrum for men.
Excellent.
Multivitamins. Yeah.
Looking into this mid lane again, PK having a really nice start here, but what I'm starting to get concerned about is how well this Shadow Fiend is doing. Can we cut over to this bottom lane? So No Leaves, now that he has this damage lead, he is a lot stronger than the Sand King, can really bully him out of lane. The right clicks he offers, you can see already they've had to really focus in on that regen. Asgrav currently struggling the most out of the cores. I'd say Asgrav, in my opinion, probably the strongest of the Imprint lineup.
Yes.
I think he might be on paper as well. I played with this guy. Significantly, he's very, very good. But against this massive, big old Shadow Fiend, I feel like he's going to struggle the later this goes into this laning stage.
Yeah, he really needs his Lion to be aggressive and help him.
Hang on, go here on this top lane. Connor looks like he's in a lot of trouble. One more right click from Koi. Could be the first blood. He's walking away as fast as little zombie legs can get him. Run. Will he make it out? Oh. No, he's not. Out comes the hammer. First blood goes onto Koi on the Dawnbreaker.
Great play.
Definitely needed it in this lane as well. I mean, that's going to enable him to pressure this Luna so much more. Really allow this Dawnbreaker to take off. Dawnbreaker now 24 and 6 on Koi in this Dawnbreaker.
That's what they needed. To
Indeed, and now it looks like PK's in a lot of trouble. 1 or 2 more right clicks after this could be all it takes. He could go down here. Here it comes. PK goes down to the sniper. What we thought would be a strong lane for him has proven to be anything but. A very strong lead for Captain so
kill
far.
somewhere else as well. Lion got killed as well.
Yes. So looking now at this bottom lane, looks like Truffle Snap might be in some trouble. Foxy being pressured down. They're trying to make it go onto this Phoenix. 1 more right click's all it's going to take. Will they manage to get off? Connor is chasing down, but he has the Icarus dive. So instead, looks like the Undying might go down. He throws out that last Q, but it's not enough damage. So now, after just respawning, Connor could be going down again. 1 more right click's all it's going to take. Koi chooses not to chase there in the end.
I think that was a good decision. Yeah.
So far, a bit difficult for the side of Imprint, struggling to keep up with the lane aggression that Cavan are having. And we said that it would be the side of Imprint who'd be running at them. Hang on, Holy Diver Lodge over here. The scatter shot showing just how strong it is. And a fuck you shouted out there from Ike across the room. Holy Diver getting double tipped. The side of Imprint get their first kill of the tournament. Hopefully the first of a few, but not many. And a nice kill to get there as well. Really, really needed there on that sniper.
Holy handbags.
Holy's handbags comes out in the chat. But hey, despite that, it actually allows the sniper now to take the lead in this mid lane. The thing with the scatter shot talent though is, as I'm sure a lot of people identify in chat, what happens is it's really strong early. The later it goes, the less impactful it is. Like an extra 20, 30 damage on your Q is not going to matter 40, 50 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
So it's a kind of build that needs to be an early playmaker. So Pattern needs to be getting some very early items on. Can we see what he's building into on the sniper, please, for a moment, Mr. Malou? So yeah, he is going, it looks like, oh, we have no idea yet because he hasn't actually built any items. So hard to guess. He's not a fan of having a quick buy, obviously,
is
on this
he going to go Kanda, do you think?
You don't normally build the full Kand anymore. You go, if you're going for the magic based build, you go the phylactery into Ags, right?
Yeah.
Like that is just a standard. Hang on, Asgrav in a lot of trouble here. No Leaves does take him down. This off lane going from bad to worse for the side of Imprint. And he lands another raise onto this Lion. Another raise, 1 more right click. So it's going to take. Will he dive it? Chooses not to this time, but No Leaves off to a stomper. Meanwhile, top lane, another death for the side of Imprint. Connor going down to Koi's Dawnbreaker.
Great plays. The one thing Imprint did not want was a really fat Shadow Fiend. So they really need to reverse that.
And the one thing they have is exactly that. Holy Diver now putting so much pressure onto the sniper. Hang on, rotation coming out from the Lion. Also coming around the back is this Undying. Could be caught out here. He has a tombstone available if he wants to use it. They don't land the stun, unfortunately, on Holy Diver. So it looks like he might be able to get out here, but he's turning for some reason. Gets hexed up by this Lion into that blood grenade, into the suck and the mana. Holy Diver going to die for a second time in fast succession, and he lets his carry have it. Good guy, Connor.
Well played, sir.
A very, very nice move there. And another tip onto Holy Diver with a good try, little bro, in the all shot as well. Put the fries in the bag, Holy Diver. You're gone. A really nice kill to pick up there onto that sniper. Going to bring him a little bit closer to those items that he needs. But all the meantime, I mean, I've said it once, I'll say it again. Holy moly, No Leaves is going to get ginormous. 50 last hits already. Positive KD, 1-0-1 on this Shadow Fiend. They do not have the ability to contest him right now. He's almost a level and a half higher than this Sand.
I think they kind of just need to leave the lane. The Lion should just go and wander, and maybe let his Sand King get solo XP and hopefully not die. It's the lane is it's scuffed, right? You gotta go and do something else. The trouble is you can't leave the Sand King for too long, so you're gonna have to remember to come back and find him again. Smoke up and hunt him as hard as you can.
And on the go here onto the line. Another kill now for No Leaves. They do try to make a go this time with the Sand King. They do drop the Tombstone. They could take out No Leaves here, but Troubles Not is here trying to defend them with that ultimate. It completely negates the Sand King's effectiveness, knocking him out of his own big sandstorm. So Asgrav does get out, but meanwhile across the map, Holy Diver kills PK again.
Woo!
So the mid lane is becoming an absolute
Tower's
brawl
gone.
fest.
Yeah.
Tower's gone as well. Really, really nice start for this Arc Warden. Things not looking great right now for the side of Imprint. A 5k lead at 8 minutes.
Yikes.
Yikeroos indeed. Yikers Island is where they're being sent to. Incredibly dangerous stuff. And a tactical pause. I'm going to mimic what's going on right now in their call. It's gonna be-
F9.
No, here's what's happening, right? Patter's there, he's going, lads, will you stop fucking letting me die to the Arc Warden? I just had him look at me as well, so I think he heard my impression. Sorry, Patter. That's what that pause was about. It was shouting about that goal that happened there. Meanwhile,
Luna's
Foxy goes
dead.
down. The immediate pause into the death on the
Connor
Luna.
in
And now
trouble as
Koi
well.
diving onto Connor. Connor looks like he could be in some trouble here. Gets hit up with that hammer. One more right click's all it's going to take. And he's going to get it as well. Across the map, they also lose their Sand King and the Lion. So 4 heroes dead with just an Ogre McGee traded in exchange.
It's a disaster.
It is rather disastrous right now for the poor side of Impreg Esports. We hope that they can somehow pull themselves back into this game, but it is looking fairly dicey.
Dicey.
They are Andrew Diced Clay, my boys. They are simply up shit creek, paddleless, facing down another tier 1, falling to the might of this no-lead Shadowfiend.
Yeah. He is fat as a lord, so is the Dawnbreaker, so is the Arc Warden.
Fat as a lord, I like that simile. Our lord's fat. I'm thinking like, Lord Jacob Rees-Mogg, big skinny boy, you know?
yeah. No, I'm going old school.
Old
I think
school.
Robert Baratheon, Well, he was a king, obviously. But he was a lord before he was a king.
Cleopatra was apparently incredibly thick. I've heard this. It was like the beauty standard at the time was like, the fatter you are, the wealthier you are, right?
Right, obviously,
so
yeah.
she was like fucking Jabba the Hutt, like carrying her fucking tummy everywhere. And lads were like, oh, that's sexy as fuck.
Unreal.
Anyway, it looks
Yeah.
like we're going to have another go back to this game. The entire side of Imprint, they are smoked up. A bit of a desperation smoke. It looks like it was spotted by the side of Cavan. No heroes hanging around to deal with it. So while they're wandering around the jungle, somewhat feckless as a result of this rotation from Cavan, they are just going to take out this top
There's
tower.
a Shadowfiend
nice
right
and
there, but
free.
they don't want to go in him 4v1.
Oh, he's under his own tower
Yeah.
and is a shadow feed with 5.3k net worth.
Yes.
So I think that is the correct decision right now. In the end, nothing they can get out of that rotation. So a desperation smoke that doesn't really get them what they need right now. They do have a DD on PK. They want to make use of this. They want to maybe try push in that mid tier 1 tower, yet to take a tier 1 on the side of Imprint.
The trouble here is they might just force a rotation, which could go badly for them. Ideally, they need to get more smokes and look for more ganks. Cavan aren't falling for it. They're playing absolutely correctly.
I think what really needs to happen right now from the side of Imprint is they need to be using every hero who's not Luna to just pressure the shit out of Arc and Shadowfiend right now.
Yes.
Leave Luna farm, somehow get advantages through pickoffs. But that's really hard to do when you're this far behind.
Yeah.
Like
But
your
also-
Sand King doesn't have a blink. Your big old sniper does no damage. Like it's really tricky for them
But
right
also,
now.
Cavan are being really disciplined. Like they're staying close to each other. They're not wandering off randomly like cats, like they do in my games. So they're not easy targets. There's no easy pickoffs out there on the map. So fair play to Cavan for that. They're a brilliant team. They work together perfectly. They've been playing together for years. This is paying off. You see it
Enigma.
right now.
He's seeing his entire life before his eyes right now. Seeing primary school when he got a dinosaur in the last day in his pencil case. Staring into the jowls of hell. He'll go to hell and back to hell, and it seems back again right now with another death onto this Lion. Really struggling this game so far.
Yep.
Cavan like to stick together as people as well,
Uh-huh.
Their genes are as pure as the snow.
That's right,
They keep
yes.
everything in the family there. So it
Yes,
makes sense
yeah.
that they have this sense of togetherness that we simply can't emulate in Dublin.
Yeah.
Well, in North Dublin anyway. Oh, PK in a lot of trouble here. Gets completely burst down by Holy Diver on this Arc Warden, doing silly amounts of damage, taking him down almost instantly there. This sniper has no protective items because he's so far behind, and the absolute gall of this Holy Diver Arc Warden is running over this game right now. Look at that item progression. He's already got the Midas, so he didn't go for the, went for the greedy build, and he's still doing this much damage. Gonna build into that Maelstrom, maybe the Aghanims thereafter. Very scary once he has those items up.
Yeah, it's I can't see any way out of this. I think.
Don't say that. We're supposed to keep it really hype. Yo, anyone can win, folks. Anyone can win. No, it's looking pretty damn rough right now. Here's another Desperation Smoke. Maybe this could be the one that they need. Looks like they're going to try going the Ogre Magi with it, which might not be worth it, to be frank, especially because he's got Trouble Snout right behind him, ready for the counter engage. But they also have the Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker can connect onto this fight if she wants to. Looks like they're just going to allow their Ogre to die. They do use the Eclipse in order to kill him, and it does get them a kill, but a 5-man rotation with an Eclipse used for an Ogre Magi, I know they're behind, but that doesn't feel worth it.
Luna didn't get the last hit either.
No. Greedy Patter.
Yeah, no, it was Humble Foxy's. Sorry, it was
Greedy Patter.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. It was Undying's little boys.
Hang on, go here now onto Koi and Holy Diver. I don't think this is a fight you want to take if you're the side of Imprint. I don't think you're going to win this one, especially with all the damage of the spark rates hitting up at the start of this fight. No leaves though. He looks like he's more than happy to take this one if they so wish. Going to start rotating heroes towards this mid lane. Going to start pressuring that tier 2. Going to be a pretty easy take for them. Jumping for the Sand King. It doesn't connect. And it means that he is absolutely in the bone zone. Goodbye, Mr. Sand King. Sayonara. Goodbye. Another go now. Coming from the side is the Holy Diver on this Arc Warden. The damage from those spark rates. Unbelievable. But the follow-up from Koi on that Dawnbreaker. It's a 3 for 0. Down goes the Sniper. Down goes the Sand King. Down goes the Undying. No answers in return. And they're going to take out this mid tower afterwards.
Oh, I'm cringing internally on behalf of Imprint here. They're just getting absolutely raffle stomped.
Yeah, and it's really surprising because watching their scrim last week, these two teams, now in fairness, Cavan did have the mystery Malou stand-in. I will say that before we begin. But he played admirably. It was a very good Triad performance. But it was an extremely close game the last time these two matched up. So seeing this much of a gap in game one is quite surprising and definitely not what Imprint were expecting, I imagine. Asgrab might be in some trouble here in the Sand King. He still doesn't have that blink. Like, that is what they need for the team fight. You saw it last fight. When he's forced to walk in Burrow Strike, it's not guaranteed, and it does lead to issues.
Yes. It did feel a bit forced, to be honest with you. I think he could have been more patient there and just waited for the rest of his team. Wait until they're under the tower, bait them out a little bit, then go in and stun everybody, hit the fortify, hit your rolls, and then the rest of the team comes in. But it didn't work at all. It was totally forced.
Well, you know what they say. Team fights are kind of like farts.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
If you force them, it's probably shit. And that's what we saw just occur there in that last fight. Yeah. No leaves. Now, here's what's happening on the side of Cavan. Cavan are taking all these fights, but they're building into 2 major items. The first one we're going to be looking at, obviously, is the big old no leaves BKB. When they have that, simply put, Imprint do not have the ability to kill him. The right-click damage just does not exist to kill no leaves when he has a BKB. And the other hero I want to take a quick look at is the beautiful, very nice Benelin box. The Arc Warden. So look at what he's building. Actually, interesting decision. I think he's going to go for the Gillespie. So when he has the Gleipnir, when No Leaves has that BKB, they just become an absolute unstoppable force. Like, there is no way to stop that team fight at this point. So Imprint may have to force a fight before that BKB comes out.
Yeah, they just got a 5-man now. There's no question about it. They got to have all of them there. And just got to try and do something. Otherwise, you're just going to get strangled. PK is like trying to farm a lane, but Dawn is just going to be like,
serious trouble. This
Koi is like, no, you can't farm that lane.
Humble Foxy as well. They try to take a fight, and this fight is not looking good. Early damage onto PK. He's in a lot of trouble, but it's not doing anything. Humble Foxy going down almost immediately. Down he goes. Asgrab comes in. They do manage to take out Koi, but the follow-up stun coming out from the Phoenix means that he is going down very soon. Connor tries to rescue the fight on that Undying, but it's not going to be enough.
It's too late, yeah.
It's not enough, and now Enigma trying to walk away in the back lines of this fight. Holy Diver, though, he have his eyes on him, doesn't quite connect it. So in the end, it is a 4-for-1 in favor of the side of Cavan Champions.
I mean, Ireland's looking very sad.
Yeah, the start of that fight felt really strange to me. Obviously, Pater trying to escape, but baiting him directly into that Luna, which just does not have the farm or the damage to take part in team fights right now. So not the start of the fight you would have wanted. You would have liked to have seen that Sand King go in first, set up some space for them, but instead, Holy Diver is allowed to do as much damage as he wants. Look at that root coming out, the amount of damage with the follow-up, the slow from this Joe Dragon's Ogre. Will he die to this? No, because he's got the double heals. Oh, he does manage to go down in the end. They pop the ultimate on the Dawnbreaker to try and save the Ogre Magi, but it's not quite enough.
Well, high ground defended.
Indeed.
The tower is up.
They have no ult on the Dawnbreaker anymore. They might take a step back here, wait for those next volley of items to come in.
They can be patient, right? They can stranglehold this game and wait for the next mistake from Imprint.
I mean, they have a Shadow Fiend, they have an Arc Warden, they have one of the best late game supports in the game in terms of the Phoenix. I don't think they're under any timers whatsoever here, but you do still need to be a little bit cautious of the Luna if you allow it to farm, but that's a pretty big if when it's, 3 or 4k behind its relative cores on the opposite side.
Yeah. I do think the ward battle, division battle will be really important here. Imprint do have some good wards up. I'd like to see Cavan just clear that out. Put some pressure on top lane is...
Looks like a fight's about to break out. Yeah, Noli's been gone, and this is the start they needed. To jump in from the Sand King with the Blink Dagger. Noli's goes down. A perfect fight there coming out from the side of Imprint. Follow-up stun out onto Koi now. He could be in some trouble here. Foxy on the back with that nice big old stun. But it looks like Koi is very, very strong on this Dawnbreaker. But another kill for PK, double kill. Looks like Koi's going down as well. This is the team fight that Imprint needed. As I was saying, if you start off with that Sand King, if you create the space for these fights, they do have the damage to take them.
1,200 gold just for killing the
that was a big fight. 4k exchange at the end of that fight. So a sign of life. And the big thing I want to point out is that Luna just jumped from a 6k net worth to an 8k very quickly. And that's a Manta finish.
Talotl, there's life in the old dog, yeah.
Talodi.
Yeah.
Talodi sounds like the name of someone who did building work in my house.
Yeah.
Asgrav going to be out here. Looks like they're going to try and make a move towards one of the names. No, just going home right now. Baited myself there with some false run and tell hype. The famous one that always comes out. Still a 12k lead at 19 minutes here.
Standard.
It is. It's part of Irish Dota at this point. Still a 12k lead at just 19 minutes, so things still looking somewhat bone zone for the side of Imprint. But they showed there with the right fight setup. There wasn't even an epi into that fight. The epi came thereafter. With the right start to the fight, they can win these team fights.
I think Cavan just fell asleep for a little bit there. They just were like, we're ahead. We don't care. We're doing whatever we want. And they paid for it. You can't do that in this tournament.
Absolutely not. Looks like they're going to make a go now into PK though. Speaking of asleep at the wheel, looks like he's going to be chopped down by Koi. One more right click, so it's going to take. Not even needed with that Sun Ray coming out from Truffles now on that Phoenix. So we do lose that sniper.
He has to get a Shadow Blade. He just has to get a Shadow Blade. There's no other way to play this game.
Hurricane Pike, maybe? Otherwise. Like, that's the only thing I can think of here. I don't know if the Shadow Blade, considering what his build is and the kind of pack that he's going for, that more playmaker style.
I know it's bad, but it's the only way he's going to get any farm. And it won't work forever, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it here necessarily, but looks like they're going to try make a rotation out onto Asgrab potentially here. They're getting the vision down from Asgrab. Does spot it though with his own ward, so does manage to make like a sheep, get the flock out of there before the cavalry from the side of Cavan make their way into this fight. So
good ward.
Good ward.
Lovely, yeah. I do enjoy farming those opposite camps in that spot. It's a good play, but having the vision is next level. I'm definitely going to steal that for my own gains.
Meanwhile, though, looks like the Aegis is picked up for the side of Cavan, but in comes a big team by massive root coming out from the Gillespie. Both supports melting like finest Cavan butter there. Imprint boys going down in fast succession. Aegis also in the hands of the Shadow Fiend, who does have his completed BKB now. This is the fight there coming out from the side of Imprint. Follow-up stun out onto Koi now. He could be in some trouble here. Foxy on the back with that nice big old stun. But it looks like Koi is very, very strong on this Dawnbreaker. But another kill for PK, double kill. Looks like Koi's going down as well. This is the team fight that Imprint needed. Yeah, the double support death is also quite problematic because they rely on them very heavily for their team fights. Looking, they are back fast.
Their respawn timer is really short, so that's not so bad. Yeah.
They take out the Tormentor, nerds, whatever, nerd play, nerd play. Now, when you take the enemy's Tormentor, it's cool, right? It's when you take your own, it's a nerd play. Looks like they make a go onto this tower, going down very quickly. Koi jumps in, doing a lot of damage, but he's being hit up with that Eclipse. The Yules, though, dodging out most of the damage from both the Epi and the Eclipse, but it's not enough. Koi does go down, so high ground is defended for now, but Holy Diver still here, still throwing out 1 billion spark rates per second, doing a lot of damage. Looks like they might back out of this one. It's a bait, big old boy, but they're just going to back out. They still have the Aegis, but they did lose both their Phoenix and their big old Koi Dommy Mommy Dawnbreaker in that fight. So really nice pickups to pick up there for the side of Imprint. Some signs of life in the boys yet. Talodi. Talodi is the name of the game today.
Imprint's high ground is excellent. Like, obviously the ultis are going to be critical, but I mean, even just having a sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we see what that sniper is building into, Mr. Maloonigans? Okay, so he is going for that early Hurricane Pike. He needs it. I know the Shadow Blade is excellent in your bracket.
Yeah.
These guys will buy dust.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah. It'll work for a little while. It just gives you damage.
The Hurricane Pike is a much better pickup.
Pike does give you range, I guess.
It does. Like, if you have a look at him once again, Malou, if that's okay. The problem with this, though, is he just has a Maelstrom in terms of his damage right now. So he doesn't do much. But hang on, going on to Jojo. Jojo is in a lot of trouble, and they do bring in Koi to try and fight again. Koi could go down again here. He could kill PK, but it doesn't look like he's going to with the mana stuck. All the slows. Koi's going to die again twice in fast session. Tips out to Koi. They try to finish off Patter, but they don't quite connect. One more Spark Wraith. Oh, Connor, get down, Mr. President. That's a real support. If Connor was, I'm telling you, if Connor was in Dallas in, in the 1960s, the grassy knoll would be out of view. Yeah. JFK's head intact. A great play there from the side of Imprint, really showing like where they might be mechanically weaker than the side of Cavan Champions. Their ability to play as a team is absolutely excellent. Their communication is brilliant. And it shows it in fights like that. When their ass is up against the wall, they really do know to hold their own.
Yeah, I think Koi committing to try and save his Ogre was just a little...
Yeah, a little throwy.
Yeah. It was unnecessary. You know, just let him die. You're all good.
And now it looks like they're going to try and make a play. Interesting enough, considering we have still got an Aegis on that Shadow Feed. I don't know if I love this go, but hang on, Arcor just walks into all of them. So Holy Diver, he does have a big, haste rune that might save him, and it does. He lives in a sliver, and now Koi's able to counter-initiate. He takes out Enigma, and no leaves. You haven't seen him in a while, but he's very strong. Double kill now for Koi. Humble Foxy going down. Looks like PK going to go down straight afterwards, and indeed he does. Triple kill for Koi. Azrav trying to get away as fast as he can on that Sand King. Does the Blink Dagger, is able to make it out, but a fantastic fight there for the Cavan Champions. I was saying I didn't like that go with the amount of resources available to the side of Cavan at that moment. The haste rune really fucking that fight for them.
This is what happens when you're behind. You have to make plays, and look at the margins are so fine. Like, if they get that kill, that's a very different fight.
I don't know. I still think Koi and No Leaves alone do so much damage there that you really have to do what they've been doing for the last 2 minutes, which is just picking up one of those two.
If you kill the Arc Warden and you lose two cores, you feel okay about it. They feel shit about this now.
Yeah. Now this tower looks like it is going to be going down rather quickly. A lot of damage already building up onto it. Looks like they got the Hex out onto the Stormbreaker, but no follow-up right now as they are awaiting the return of both their Luna and their Sniper. But while they wait, more damage being pumped out. Look at the Shadow Fiend, 100 to 0's Connor with one Hurricane Pike blast. Now Asgrab goes in on the Shadow King, but he's also just immediately dead. 2 Holy Diver on this Arc Warden. In he comes, he heals them all up, so they're still ready to go. They drop out the Gillespie, it hits up Foxy. He does have the Manta to get out of that one. PK now also with his Hurricane Pike is able to evade for now.
There's no buyback in the Sand King, obviously.
There's no buyback in the Sand King, and it looks like the side of Imprint are going to lose their top barracks. Holy Diver making a go now to Connor. That is his rebirth immediately from his Ceaseless Dirge. He's going to go down again, and indeed he is. Jojo Baggins picking up that kill on that Undying, which means they're probably feeling pretty confident to just keep going here.
Tombstone just deleted. Just like it wasn't there.
Yeah. And now stun out from the line. Doesn't quite be able to do anything with it. Delays him by a second or two. No leaves. Does so much damage to these structures. There goes from the rocks. It looks pretty ogre for the side without the ogre.
Yeah.
And they're marching down this mid lane, doing as much damage as they can onto those mid barracks. Indeed, down they go. Koi, though, in some trouble, gets jumped in on by Asgrab. A really good jump there. One assassinates all it's going to take. The assassinate is primed. It doesn't quite kill. He has the pipe, so he survives that go. So nothing gained here. They might get Jojo Baggins off the back of this fight. He is stunned up by the line. Foxy is on top of him. He will go down, but an ogre for all the buybacks to use there, for the mid racks to the top racks, it's looking pretty rough for the side of Imprint.
Look, when they have 5, their high ground is excellent, but they need all 5 and they all have to have their ultis. So this is the problem. Yeah.
Looking pretty rough right
2
now.
lanes of racks gone. I'm afraid we're looking bad. Yeah. Jojo Baggins says it's Jover.
It's Jover.
Yeah.
So Jover. The problem is now, though, they have a shadow feed, so Varrics just melt. And look, he's just walking into 5 of them, though. This could be a problem.
Can't go out.
No Leaves is in some trouble here. He does have his BKB still. He does manage to hop away with that Hurricane by BKB, so they don't manage to kill him. Really good pop egg, but they get him. PK pops him with the ultimate, so they do lose him, but everyone else going down in the back lines. Triple Snout, Holy Diver, and Koi able to pick up what No Leaves cannot. This could be it right now. Buybacks from the Sniper, buyback from the Lion. They never call it. They're Burden United. They never give up.
4 buybacks. Here
we go. Here's the Quadra buyback.
This is it, the last stand.
But it's more of a last sit.
Yeah.
But here we go. Sand King tries to jump in. He has his ultimate, pops it onto the Phoenix. It doesn't quite kill him off. But they will lose their Dawnbreaker.
Okay.
So a Dawnbreaker in exchange for 4 buybacks and almost Mega Creeps.
They've got it. They got 1 Rax.
I mean, if you really value your Dawnbreaker, that's worth.
Yeah.
I guess.
I guess. Yeah. Great discipline again. Having to be like, oh shit, we have to go out now, and they did it successfully.
Indeed, they did. A really, really solid performance on the side of Cavan right now. Really liking their decision making this game. Really disciplined, as you say, but also knowing when to push their advantage. Like, we have this really strong Shadow Fiend. We have this Arc Warden. Barrel down the fucking lanes. Like, a lot of teams in the same position will be just too scared of the high ground, hiding back, not going when they need to go, and it's nice to see them really recognizing their timings this game.
They've played around the Dawn ulti beautifully. Like they press when they have the Dawn ulti. That's when they look to fight. I'd say it's worth it.
We have our little baby Roshan maybe being back in just a few seconds potentially, so if that has a short respawn, which it looks like it's going to, 2 minutes 56. Okay. So when that Roche is up, I think that's what the side of Cavan are going to go for now. Play it extremely safe. In doing so, they do enable the Luna to have a bit more time to come back, especially for those buybacks to respawn, but definitely a safe play here.
Yeah. Yeah, they could just wait for Roche.
Yeah, and probably putting on to No Leaves, who has had some trouble in these fights. He's been taken out pretty early in all of them.
Yeah, and it will be bot as well, which is good for them.
Yeah, so it looks like that is the play right now. Wait out the few minutes until that Roche is respawned, then make an immediate go onto that last of Barracks, but it looks like Holy Diver disagrees. He pops a BKB?
That must be a misclick.
I guess he just wanted to. He's feeling a bit yellow, you know?
I guess. Yeah, he didn't want to get stunned by a neutral creep.
Potentially. He thought it was an enemy ogre.
That has to have been a misclick.
Yeah. That's Irish Pro Dota, baby!
It's happened to us all. We've all done it.
Yeah, we've all done it.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, though, they might not wait out this timer. It seems like they are trying to slowly close the jowls onto the side of Imprint, moving in all of the lanes towards them. They might not wait. They might decide we're just going to finish this game right now. And honestly, I back that decision. I think it's the correct one.
They can probably just dive and take Megas and then fall back again. That could be possible. There is a Fortify available, but they can force the Fortify out for sure.
They have all ultimates available. They could go in here. Koi is sitting on the high ground. Yeah, they want to finish this game. You see Foxy. Foxy's the one who's caught, which is not who you want caught on your Luna. He's in huge trouble. He's pretty much dead. Indeed, down he goes. Jump in from Asgard, but he jumps onto the Shadow Fiend ult, so he dies immediately to the full extent of that ult. Connor, one of the last left alive, not for long, undying, not living up to his name right there. In comes Holy Diver with all of these spark rates, doing a huge amount of damage onto the side of Imprint. This might be all she wrote. Jump into the fountain by Koi. They take out Patter. Triple kill for No Leaves. That is all she wrote, it looks like, for this game, as they're going to start powering down these towers now. GG called in this best of one series. The first game of Dundalk Land 2024 goes to the side of Cavan champions.
Great performance from Cavan. Disciplined, controlled, executed perfectly. What can I say? They did really well.
Not much we can say. A great first game to kick us off. Cavan really showing themselves. Imprint undoubtedly going to be a little bit disappointed about that one.
A word from our sponsor, Ventolin.
How many more sponsors are we going to come up with during this time? You couldn't tell we're running the event at a loss, so we're trying to find any sponsors we can. Please do donate or sub if you can. We really do need it. We would appreciate it. Guys, we'll catch you in just a few minutes for our next game. See you then.
Bye.
All the slows. Coy's going to die again, twice in fast succession.
here's
Tips
awkward.
out to Coy. They try to finish off Connor, but they don't quite connect. One more spark right. Oh, Connor, get down, Mr. President. That's a real support. If Connor was, I'm telling you, goes. Coy's going to die again, twice in fast session.
Here's that
Tips
corner.
out to Coy. They try to finish off Connor, but they don't quite connect. One more spark right. Oh, Connor, get down, Mr. President. That's a real support. If Connor was, I'm telling you. It doesn't look like a perfect fight there coming out from the side of him, but follow-up stun out onto Coy now. He could be in some trouble here. Fox. A perfect fight there coming out from the side of Input. Follow-up stun out onto Koi now. He could be... Ladies and gentlemen, we are live after quite a long delay after what was an incredible first game for one of these two teams, Skeleton Squad, I believe they're called. 100-minute game, 100 kills in that game. Finally finished. We are going into our game 2, taking place between the side, I believe it is the Skeleton something and Cirque du Slay.
Yeah.
Very creative. These men of great literature themselves. I'm running Tao, take you through with not Andy this time.
No.
A little younger.
Yeah, I am. Hello, I'm Pliskin. I was a little bit sleepy, but this man next to me bought me a pint.
Listen,
My
that's the
first pint
only
of the
way
day.
I can get people onto the desk, and if it works, it works. Immediate bans out, we see the obvious counter Blinks ban. Immediately, you just don't want to play into Blinks Meepo, even if Meepo is
No.
not great right now. So
Yep.
pretty obvious first ban. On the opposite side, also pretty standard Shadow Fiend, very meta at the moment. Drow is a Dara special, and the first pick Pudge coming out from the side of Skeleton Crew. So, what do we think about Pudge at the moment? Good hero?
Okay, right. Pudge is good. I like Pudge a lot. These bans are really good as well. I don't understand the Venom Monster ban, but I'm sure it was banned for a reason.
Yeah, and we see the Marta pick up now. Now, Marta is a hero that's gained a bit more popularity. Lots of picks at the most recent Dream League. I think it's 54% win rate at the moment.
Yeah.
So, looking like a very solid hero. I imagine this is probably a Voxo, right? He's a big Marta spammer. Am I correct in saying that?
5 seconds remain.
I'm not sure if it will be a Voxo. I think it might be support. I'm thinking who would be playing it support. These bans, standard, SF Luna meta. Kunkka is a pretty good ban. I think they play it. PL is a very interesting ban. I think this hero is really not good right at the minute. I'm not sure how it's going to fit in.
Yeah.
IO ban. These must be targeted bans.
It seems like it. One of the things to note is that these two heroes, so PL not picked even once the entire of Dream League. And one of the things I want to make note of really quickly is there's quite a large skill disparity between these two teams.
Yeah.
Like on paper, you'd expect was it Cirque du Slay to win this by a significant margin, but obviously anything can happen. There's what is most likely the Ovoxa pick, right? He's a
Yeah, definitely. Not a whole lot of targeted Voxo bans here. I would have expected to see Visage banned, Nature's Prophet banned, maybe.
Only 2
Probably Death Prophet banned.
Dire team pick.
Medusa banned, super meta. Lycan ban. I think Lycan's super strong at the minute, or maybe I'm just losing to it a lot of my pubs.
strong in pubs, doesn't seem to be picked up in pro games. It's kind of the standard for Lycan, which is kind of always the way with that
Yeah.
hero as well, right?
Like, I never see Lycan in pro games, then every time I see my pub, I'm just like, go next. His wolves are killing me.
Get rid of this fucker out of here. The Magnus pickup. I was walking past their table before this game, and the one thing I heard them say was that we want to play Magnus this game. If we don't beat them on team fights, we're not winning this.
Okay, interesting.
The question is, which one of them is likely to play it? Could it be a Joe Troll and 3 Magnus? I'm not sure. But they followed this up with the two heroes that completely ruin any chance of having a wombo combo team fight, which is the Abaddon and the Wraith King. Get off your wombo combo, we'll kill you after, right?
Wraith King, super standard pick for Bradley, Bambi, it's his favorite hero. Abaddon, Wellen really likes it as well. I like...
There's a classic. There's one of the biggest classics of Irish Dota right there. We have the Joe Trollen Witch Doctor.
Oh my
I think he's
goodness.
played more of this hero than any other hero in this entire type thing, and he's quite good in it too, actually.
He is good. I've played against it in the in-house quite a bit.
Yeah, so a really, really standard pickup from there. But what I'm interested in seeing is, I think that pretty much guarantees that the Pudge has to be core here, right?
I'm struggling to see where the Pudge fits in.
Yeah,
I don't know. I think it's Magnus 3.
and that'd be Jesse on that Magnus, right?
Yes, definitely, because they always ask for it.
Yeah.
In-house. Goodness, what is their draft, actually?
It's a bit strange. Maybe they just want to go next really quick.
Maybe they just want pints. I
Yeah,
don't know.
reasonable. This game was delayed also because they finds there's the Invoker ban out as the final ban.
Yeah, that's good. I wonder what hero Blinks will play. I think it'll be Puck, last pick for Blinks.
Yeah, I could definitely see Blinks picking up the puck here. It's something he's pretty standard on, that he's played quite a lot of times. Any other classic Blinks cheese that's in the pool? Could we see like a Huskar here maybe? There's not much to counter. I
He
suppose.
plays Viper, he's quite good at Viper. He likes Earth Spirit, but he's not good at Earth Spirit, so I don't think we'll see that.
I really like the Viper into the Pudge and into the Magnus as well. Gives you a lot of ability to survive their initial burst and turn onto them. So it wouldn't be a bad Viper pick whatsoever here, actually. We'll have to wait and see. Meanwhile, we're waiting on the Dara hero for the side of Skeleton's crew.
Yeah.
So we're thinking like classic Dara heroes. The Drow is banned out already.
Ursa Bottom is good.
Ursa's already banned out. Spectre's already banned. Like those are the three heroes that I immediately associate him with. So I'm wondering what else in his pool is still available at this point.
They need an answer for the Wraith King, because looking at these 4 heroes, Wraith King is like laughing his ass off. He doesn't care.
What do you think a suitable one would be at this point?
I don't know what I would pick against
Fair.
this. Wraith King Abaddon needs a lot of damage to punch through it.
Could we see an Alchemist pickup? Have we seen Dara play that a few times before?
He certainly played it in my pubs a few
Yeah.
times.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Okay,
And what about that?
Irish Dota, baby.
I don't know what's going on.
I think we should stop telling teams they're being streamed because they just go into the fucking cloud show. So, core techies?
I don't know.
Mid techies?
Both of these drafts are utterly unquantifiable.
And
Don't know what Blinks is playing.
Is it Dazzle?
It must be Dazzle.
Welcome to the cloud show, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a hell of a game in front of us. I say a hell of a game, probably just some absolute shite. But listen, we'll have to wait and see on this one. It is
What do we got?
Griffith on the techies.
And Dara is on the Pudge.
So it's a one pudge, mid techies.
Mid and mid Dazzle. Okay.
Okay, what is the Dazzle versus techies mid matchup like? Well, how deep does your knowledge go? Test right here.
My steam's coming out of my ears trying to analyze this draft. Like, what is going on? Did they random?
They've gone for the spoon stash as well, so the hyper late game techies.
Oh my goodness, what is going on?
I have no fucking clue. At this point, I'm just expecting Jesse to go through a reverse polarity because it's the only thing that makes sense.
I played against that once and it was utterly pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Every time I've seen it, it's the worst thing ever. It ruins every team fight. We'll have to wait and see. Yeah, but he does have a reverse polarity.
Yeah.
Okay, Voxo Visage. This is a terrifying sight. I've seen this guy, this Visage, before. I think it's an absolute ban-worthy hero when you're playing this.
Yeah, I'm surprised it wasn't banned. I didn't see any of Voxer's heroes banned actually.
But here we go. Pause immediately.
Pause immediately. Struts. Sounds.
Sound.
Okay, right.
I've assumed their microphones broke when they screamed with that techies pick.
Yeah. Right. Dazzle is a pretty cool hero, but if he doesn't win the lane, the game's over.
You think they could lose this? Even against the mid techies?
Dude, I don't know.
What does he transition into? A fucking hurricane pike?
A range creep? I don't know.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do anything.
This is some like I think with a decent mid hero, this game actually looks pretty strong for them. Like the draft is not great from Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah. It's bold. It is bold. It's a bit different. I thought they would just pick their comfort heroes. Well, they have some of their comfort heroes. They have 3 of them. Wraith King, Visage, and Abaddon or stuff. They all spam on their scrims and stuff. But Morta and Dazzle, interesting. I like Morta support. I lose against it quite a lot. I think it's strong lanes.
I feel like I've seen Dara on the one pudge before at Metland potentially, but that was not a fabulous weekend for the Team Suction boys. So
It was not.
I thought that would be a hero they might want to leave back there. But we'll have to wait and see this game. Potentially could pull off some like the team fight potential on Skeleton. The RP into the blast off is nice, I guess.
That is, yeah. RP into Rot. RP into Rot. Bongos. Yep, that's a classic one.
I don't know if you've seen the Joe Witch Doctor before. It is very much a selfish Witch Doctor. He will be rushing an Aghanim.
He likes the money, does he?
He likes the money. He's got that grizz.
I think I've lost it. I definitely know that he does play a lot of Witch Doctor. I cannot wait to see these 5 heroes, these 10 heroes go against each other. I have no idea who's
It's like Dota 3. The
Like-
massive new patch. Everything's different.
what is going on. Like, is Wraith King gonna survive everything, or is he gonna die?
Yeah, I think the Wraith King is kind of the Wraith King and the Visage are very much like the okay, we do really want to win this game.
Yeah.
Part of
yeah,
this, and then everything else is just cloud season.
Yeah. I think Visage is going to buy the Pipe of Insight and win the game,
Yeah.
and they won't be able to defeat him.
It's
Oh
a
my
good point
goodness.
actually. What's the right click on Skeleton
Oh my
Crew?
goodness! Actually, this Visage with Dazzle and Abaddon behind him. Like,
Oh.
oh my goodness.
Disgusting. But like also, What right click damage do they have on the entire squad of Skeleton?
I don't know. I know Jesse James on this Magnus. He's a fan of Yashikaya. You know, he's not gonna
Yeah.
be buying Deadlifts or anything like this.
And it is going to be presumably a right click techies. Oh no, he hasn't gone for the scope. He's gone for the stash, so it's a magic damage techies.
Probably would be better just going right click techies, to be honest.
Yeah, gives them some physical damage at least instead of this just constant magic.
The only thing that is good for Dire that I like is maybe they will just crush the lanes and Radiant won't get a chance to like get strong or something. Wraith King gets super like bad lane, no money or something. Pudge gets rich.
I mean, techies doesn't have to stand in the range of poison touch. I mean, that's
Yeah,
something.
that's true.
Just gotta plink away from 2 miles away. That's
I've never
better
seen,
than nothing.
I've never seen the mid dazzle from Blinks before, so you know, let's see how this goes.
We'll have to wait and see when these fellows decide to reconnect. Jesse's illicit stash as we discovered at his PC, the FBI are raiding.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry about it. Yay, Wraith King, we gotta say. You're being called very handsome in the chat.
Who?
You are. Look.
Oh,
So you're a very handsome young man.
that's yeah. Okay.
You're not enjoying that. Varrock ass Poe. We're getting some RuneScape references. Oh, Dara and Jesse are sharing a bunk bed. Why'd they just cuddle? Looks like we got to reconnect now, so we should be able to go in just a few moments.
Yes. I wonder if we're gonna see a smoke. I think if I was Dire, I would smoke and try and kill these guys.
100%.
From like right now, you're so strong, and it's only gonna get worse if you don't crush the lanes. So
Well, you have level 1 Pudge with smoke, which is always nice, right?
Oh, yeah.
The repositioning alone and blast off on the techies, or would it be sticky? Presumably sticky for lane, right?
I feel like Radiant are worse at level 1. They have,
Definitely.
they have Dazzle and like Soul Assumption, but whatever. I'd fight it.
This is the thing, like, theoretically, Dire have a really good level 1 lineup, but they have so many things they have to hit. It's so skill-based. They have to hit their sticky bombs, they have to hit their skewer potentially on Magnus, the impale on the Nyx Assassin. Smoke up from the Radiant instead, actually, and they're walking up towards this top area. Doesn't seem like any of the heroes that Dire are going to go anywhere near there, though, so no one being caught off on their own. Just able to kind of mirror match them on the other side without spending the smoke, so there we go. The first gain we'll see all this game, potentially. A nice little 50 gold up. An immediate tip onto a Voxo.
Okay, interesting. Oh, Radiant are actually smoked. Let's see what they're doing.
Yeah, it looks
Who
like
goes first? It has to be Dazzle.
it looks like it has to be Blinks, right? Or potentially the Wraith King.
It's gotta be Dazzle and Wraith King like together or something.
What do you make of this Dazzle build?
Oh my goodness. Blinks, do you have like 6 pints in you? What is going on here?
Man's fucking Mr. Beast planting trees all over the
Like,
earth.
am I dreaming? Like, what's going on? 6 branches?
Well, they're Cirque du Soleil. They're bringing the clown show, baby.
I mean, you better get every last hit with these 6 branches.
In fairness, in their first game, Cirque du Soleil did win by 50 kills.
I did. I saw Blinks' Queen of Pain with 31.
Yeah, and in comparison, Skeleton lost to a stack that would have been significantly lower more than them, so not a great start to the tournament for them. They're going to really need to pull this one out to get the nerve. Looks like we're just going to have a regular rune exchange at the start of this game, though. Nothing particularly nuts going on right now, which is surprising considering the clowny nature of the team. Oh, hang on, it's a... What?
It's a mid what?
What? It's a mid-Nyx.
Oh, of course it's mid.
That makes...
So stupid us.
Hook out for the
Oh,
Pudge,
okay.
doesn't quite connect. Does what he can.
He
Gets
also
tipped
attack
for
on the
it.
Pudge.
Yeah.
Not much you can do.
Yeah, mid. Does that change it for you in any way? I suppose Nyx can snowball off winning a lane.
I mean, he can like instantly get poison touch off him by just eating it
Oh,
and then
oh,
stunning
hang
it.
on, look. We got triple heroes mid. Can we go mid, please? Mid, please. Looks like Welland's taking a lot of right clicks. We the hook
Oh
comes
my
out from the
goodness.
Pudge, lands onto Blinks.
Blinks
Big
did he
heal though. Looks like the techies is slowly throwing out some right clicks on top of him. Could be first blood here onto Blinks or onto Dara. Looks like they're gonna get it. First blood goes into the back pocket of that Pudge, missing 2 waves and leaving them to a Voxo to do so though, right?
He just needed more stats. He had circlets instead of branches.
Yeah. The 6 branch stat doesn't quite work out for them. I don't know if that's worth it, considering how much they've just lost to do that.
I mean, oh my goodness, it's like so almost okay because Lynx needs a really good lane, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just feel like maybe they just like cut their losses about paying into the Voxo lane. They don't want to deal with it. They're just gonna
Fair enough.
avoid it as much as possible.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like versus his Visage is like a reasonable take, right?
Is this Pudge just gonna live mid?
Yeah, Dara who is the one for this stack normally, seems to be taking it. Oh, I think he just
he's
wants to fuck with
finally-
Blinks.
Yeah, okay.
I think there's just like personal vendetta kind of shit going on here.
Someone has reminded him that he does need to hit groups.
Yeah. So he's now TP'd up into the top lane.
Visage has more denies than last hits. Bro is absolutely doing a free lane.
And Blink's still doing really well despite that death as well. I mean, Pudge yet to get a last hit so far this game.
That's not great.
No,
You do want last hits from him.
you do. That does tend to help. And when the Visage is 11 and 12 and last hits and denies, it's not the start you necessarily want, right?
Not often you see more denies than last hits, but I guess that's what happens when nobody is in your lane.
He needed something to fill his time with, you
Yeah,
know? It was
yeah.
like, I want to do something, man. I'm bored as shit. Someone come to my lane. A lot of pressure coming out onto Nyx here. Good stun out there from Onyx, though. Does save his life temporarily, so doesn't quite pick up any kind of long-term damage with that Nyx, but does manage to suppress the push somewhat.
It should only get worse for Nyx. Like once he gets more levels in Poison Touch, and like he shouldn't be able to do anything aggressive with Dazzle unless he calls for like Dara again or something.
Yeah, like the thing is, like any melee mid into Dazzle is just never a fun time. Like he's just gonna do this over and over again until you quit.
Dazzle does that. Then sometimes by like 30 minutes he doesn't hit. So
That's true, and he does have snowball potential off this Nyx. Like I think he's kind of what their game relies on at this point. He's the only one who was going to be doing serious damage at kind of the 10-minute mark, right?
yeah.
It could be setting up potentially for Witch Doctor ganks. That's
Blinks after being ganked has
yeah, 21 and 4 in this Dazzle already, showing the difference there. Wellen could be in some trouble here if he gets skewered up by Jesse, and he does. He's skewered back, taking a lot of damage. Maledict comes afterwards, though, unfortunately. So a lot of damage that could have been put onto it doesn't quite connect. Still very low on Wellen, but he does have the shield, so he should be all right here. It does pop. They don't have Blood Grenade. They have a stun out for Great Thing. So he does. Oh! The people's chump with the spice, but meanwhile, a Voxo doing a Voxo things.
okay. That's
Dara should go back mid.
yeah. Probably should.
It was working out better for him. He was cozy there, just killing Blinks, but now that that off lane is falling this far behind, I'm really worried about that Visage just becoming that complete aura bot that just
Yeah,
steamrolls this
yeah.
game. And he did! He
Oh
went
my
back next and he
goodness.
catches the hook onto Blinks immediately. He's in huge trouble on this Dazzle. They don't have any mana for a stun on the Nyx, but it doesn't matter. Dara once again proving the mid lane is his true calling.
I'm just guessing, but I think that Blinks is not happy with this plus one punch in his lane. I would have mixed feelings about the plus one punch camping my lane.
I have a feeling that that's exactly why Dara is doing
Yeah,
it. They
I
realized
think so.
their strategy is we can't touch a Voxo. He's fucking 9k. Leave him alone. And then we just try to tilt Blinks. That's our way to victory. And the punch still level 3 as well. Like, obviously able to jungle somewhat well with the insta-kill hook on creeps, but with how well this offlane is going, it's just going to get far more scarier over time. It's a level 5 Visage versus a level 3 punch.
Yeah. I feel like if you ignore the damage, it's not going to go away.
I know, he's going to go to your bottom lane and kill Joe Trollen.
Yeah.
It's only gotten worse for them so far. Still 3 and 4, still a close game within 1k, but I just feel like this Visage is on a path to take over this game entirely.
It should have been banned. Like, I don't know how it was.
Indeed. Looks like the techies might be in trouble.
Oh,
Hook
Dara.
out from Dara, lands onto the little bro, into the blast off, does die in the techies, but looks like he's gonna
Gonna
get the
get a
kill
kill.
on exchange. Yes, he does.
Shouldn't have died of this.
Yeah, not a bad exchange there in the end. Some very needed experience going into Dara's back pocket. Seems like this lane is probably the most favorable one so far for the side of Skeleton Crew. The Jesse James, Joe Trollen. What are we waiting for in terms of timing this Magnus? He's still level 3 actually on the Magnus, surprisingly.
I'm not sure what this Magnus is going to do. He usually goes like Link, Yashikaya when he asks for mag. Jesse James loves asking for mag in house, and I never give it to him. and I heard the boys give it to him once, and he went Yashikaya. Their ancient died, but apparently he's quite good at Magnus. I don't know what lane even gets stronger. This Magnus Witch Doctor, like Abaddon should be able to fix everything.
Blinks come in with the haste rune, lands onto Joe Trollen, very squishy Witch Doctor probably about to go down. Good little skewer there onto Bambi, taking a lot of damage, but without that Maledict on top of him, he simply don't have enough. So Jesse goes for the
TP
TP
out,
out.
it's
Will he
gonna
make
work.
it? He is. So
Alright.
Jesse just about escapes by the tiniest little bit of a margin there. They do lose the Witch Doctor, but they're probably okay with this overall. But they will lose their Wisdom rune in 20 seconds because of it, most likely.
Yeah, that's rough. Actually, wisdom is something I want badly with these heroes. Yeah, good movement by Dazzle. Dazzle's dead. Nick's got him.
Nick's got him again.
What level is Nick's?
He's got the 6. Yeah, so pretty easy kill at that point with the Mind Flayer with the Vendetta.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Dazzle should probably be watching out for this next hero. It's like not bad. You can go get him when he's like level 6, 8 or whatever.
Looks like another go into Joe Troll, and they didn't stick around for that Wisdom, so they ended up getting it. And a really nice cast here on top of Wellin as well. Gets skewered back very low in this Abaddon. Looks like they're going to get Joe, but they're going to die in exchange. So Wellin exchanges himself for this Joe Troll and Witch Doctor. Once again, a trade you're probably fine with if you're Skeleton Crew.
Yeah. Wraith King is pretty cozy. I think
Tara's doing it again.
it's mid again. Oh my goodness.
Blink's is like, I'm done with this shit. I'm hiding in the jungle.
Oh.
Oh, here he comes.
The
the trap
Martha
is
must
set.
just be like so unapproachable for them. Like Dara just has no choice but to go mid.
No, one hook is all it's going to take. He has lost his smoke now, and Blix is literally just standing in the middle of the wave. He's
so
like,
far back, he knows
enough of
what's
this
up.
bullshit.
He's tired of it.
Yeah, no more. But it looks like he could have the angle here, potentially. Phase Boots picked up by the punch, so he is a 1 punch despite appearances.
I don't see how they deal with this Visage. The Visage will,
Yeah.
the Visage will turn up at 1 point, and they will realize that they haven't ganked him or anything.
He has a full set of drums delivered. He's almost got the boots and bearing already. Looking pretty damn rough. And it's amazing that he's only taking the tower now, actually. I guess it was just a safe spot to farm, so it's all the denies.
He must have like every last set peaceful or something, I swear.
Blinks somehow still more last hits than him, even though Blinks has had people in his lane.
Blinks is doing so well.
Yeah.
Like, usually when you have a punch set in your lane permanently, you don't do so well, but he's awesome.
Looks like Jesse's been caught out. He's going to go down. They do get well in exchange.
There again.
They have 6 on this Wraith King. If they can catch him up, no 6 on this Pudge, and
they
in
can turn
comes
something
the
with the
Visage. He is going to tear them to shreds with this Murder Bird. Down goes the
Triple kill,
Pudge.
ultra kill.
Yeah, this is looking pretty cooked, chat, not gonna lie. But they do get a big cask off there for the Witch Doctor, which temporarily delays this. Looks like the Nyx has showed up now. He might want to fight here, but I don't know if they can do it just to get the pure amount of damage they have.
might get
Nyx
more
is sneaking
to- I
in.
don't think so.
He
He
looks like
can't
he's going
even-
to try take out this Visage. He is isolated on this
Another
bird, but
kill for
no.
Visage.
Looks like he's going to instead just take out Griffith on that Techies. So Nyx in the back lines does manage to pick off the Marta, but he's going to die for it.
gonna
He's
die bad.
silenced,
He's gonna
hit
die.
by Whalen. Few more right clicks always going to take, and down he goes. So double kill now for Voxo, and Tower looking like it's going to follow almost immediately thereafter.
Okay. Good trade for Radiant. They're very happy. Visage is gonna get more money, get a pipe. I don't know.
With the pipe, like, how did they die?
They
That's my
don't.
question.
They
Yeah.
simply don't die. They have no physical damage. Maybe the death word can get them. Probably not.
Yeah, they're kind of relying on like the wombo combo. RP comes
RP.
out, lands onto 2. Nice RP comes out with a lot of damage through into it as well.
Alright.
All the follow up as well. Bambi in some trouble. He does not have the reincarnate, so he's down. But meanwhile, not caught in that RP was a Voxo who just comes back in. He's godlike at 10 minutes,
Yeah.
and he just slams them straight into the ground.
Wraith King, unhappy, but doesn't matter. Visage is gonna make so much space for him. He's just gonna respawn on farm.
Yeah.
I want to see what Visage is building next. It's like gotta be pipe, right? Orchids.
Orchids.
He's a Chad.
Yeah, he just wants to. He wants to say, I want to get as many
That-
kills as possible this game.
That's probably better. He's better than It's like way smarter, I think.
And it looks like the Nyx is caught out here. He does manage to scuttle away right before they land with that dust. Jesse going for a go now onto Lil Bro on this Marta. Follow-up stuff for the Pudge, but it's not enough. Out comes the Impale. Maledict onto 3 heroes, but the Pudge goes down almost immediately to this Visage. Jesse James follows him into the grave. No one dead so far on the side of Cirque du Soleil. Meanwhile, Voxo chasing down Joe Trolin on this Witch Doctor. Meanwhile, on the left side, looks like they are going to lose Onyx on their mid Nyx, and Joe Trolin, last man alive, might be able to get out here, and he is just about able to, unless we see a re-engage here. Not quite. So Joe Trolin gets out, but 3 heroes down on the side of Skeleton Crew.
Oh, Visage going home? Nothing else. I don't know. If I'm Dire, I don't know what you do. Like, maybe just do what you're doing, but try better. or something.
Yeah, the Pudge pick is not paying off.
It's like every second that passes, like your damage is just gonna not be enough. Like, dangerous.
Hang on, here comes Jesse. He's got a skewer out straight. Oh, look at that coordination straight into this member. Looking quite good right now. He does not have his reincarnate for 20 seconds. So if they can take him out here,
He's alright.
no, he's got the heals coming out from I've been totally allowed to mispronounce his name once.
Who?
Weilan.
Well, alright, okay.
I'm only allowed to say it wrong once, so from now on I have to do it correctly.
Um, Dagger first on Magnus. Going for Shard next. I truly don't know what hard it is. Like, these heroes, they force themselves to just fight constantly.
And they're not winning them.
And it's not going well, so
No.
you know, like, it's just not gonna work.
They have booked a nice holiday in Shit Creek and forgotten to pack a paddle.
Like they need to play so well, like it's almost impossible. I feel like they need to like 4-man RP into everything or something, and then the Wraith King respawns, and then there's a Visage killing everything.
This is the thing, like, even if they get off that combo at this point, I just perceive, like, a pipe just living through the combo.
It's so good. Like,
Dara being hit with that Dismember onto Bambi, doing a lot of damage onto him, but looks like he's going to try to get out here. A lot of damage being pumped out from that Abaddon. In comes the last little blast, enough to take out the Pos 1 Pudge, who is really struggling. Griffith almost immediately slashed down by a single hit from that Wraith King. In comes the RP, only lands onto the Marta, so not what you're looking for here. Follow-up Shockwave, not doing a whole lot of damage. Jesse looks like he's going to be going down 4 for 0 so far in this fight. Joe Trollin, last man left alive again. But, oh, will he break their ankles? Look at this, such smooth feet. Bambi's waiting.
Goodness.
He's going to do it. Oh! Ankles fucking crunched.
Joe Trollin's instinct to Wish Doctor.
Literally, he's playing mind games.
Yeah,
We're playing
yeah.
checkers. Man's playing 3D chess.
Wraith King not already. Getting death so soon. Oh, he's not that close to death, but he'll
Oh,
like,
hook
minute.
for the
hook.
punch, and it does land. Dara's caught. Reincarnate is pumped. Very excited for the team now about that one. Looks like he's currently on the Marta, but looks like he might go down. Maledict doesn't land though.
Well, they might
Really
be able to turn
important.
it.
They might be able to turn it with the Visage coming in. A lot of damage onto Griffith. Griffith goes down. Bambi's living. Joe Trollin with the Death Ward might be able to finish him off. He does go down. Looks like they're going to lose their entire team for it, but they do kill the Wraith King. Actually, Onyx escaped, Star escaped, so not the worst trade they've had.
It is okay. Oh, Abaddon does. Well,
Yeah.
Dar has some money. Money's good. Doesn't
And now it looks like Lil Bro's in some trouble as well. Takes some damage. Doesn't look like there's quite enough damage on the Nyx anymore to kill him. And oh no. Oh no. The murder bird has arrived. This is over.
Yeah. This guy has not gone away.
No.
He's only gotten stronger. Oh, he didn't go order. He went AC.
Yeah,
He
he's
knows-
had enough of this game.
He knows what's up.
14-0 right now on the Silvoxo
Yeah.
Visage. Looking pretty unstoppable, quite frankly.
Yeah, there was like no targeted bans against Silvoxo, like, and if there are targeted bans, Visage needs to be like number 1. I feel like. It's
Visage and Death Buffer, right?
Oh yeah.
In terms of item timings, can we see what the Magnus is building into there, please, Mr. Malou?
Still working on that shard.
Still working on the shard. Okay, so
I
nothing
s-
further from him.
Can we see what Pudge is building as well? He's going.
Etherlands.
Double Rooster, Etherlands, okay.
Oh, catches a Voxo. He's hit him up with the Dismember, with the Rod on top. This could be enough to finally kill this guy. End
might
his
turn on
bagel.
him.
Looks like he might be a turn, but Jesse James blinks in. But look at that stun. They don't manage to pull it off. They don't kill a Voxo. He gets out. Absolutely ginormous plays there. Looks like Dazzle's in some trouble, though. He is hit up, but he
Oh,
has
Griff. He's
the
gonna
shallow
turn it.
grade.
He's
He
gonna
turns it. He kills Griffith, kills Dara. Now Onyx,
Marcus there as well.
also dead. A massive
RP.
RP. A bit
Still
late,
in.
perhaps. Seems like they might be able to take him out, but no, Blinks. Ultra kill on this Dazzle. Lol on chat. That felt so good.
It was so good until it was. I was so happy with that on Radiant. Like, the Visage was so close to dying, and then he just brings his birds and turns to piss.
Yeah, just the immediate difference when he showed up to fight in terms of disruption. And gotta say as well, really good plays in that fight by the support Marta.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely disrupted that go that they had at the start. If they get to get the blast off on that techies, that Visage is absolutely dying in that fight.
Yeah, I've never seen Punjabi play this Marta before, but I like the hero. He's doing good.
I've never seen Punjabi before today either. Man's real.
He is
I
real.
know.
Yeah.
None of us thought so. Thought he was some complex AI, but
Yeah, yeah.
real man in person, in the flesh.
Oh, Wraith King's gotta have Deso soon.
Ah.
Deso AC, like she'll just get 3 shots. And down.
Triple life Wraith King or a Voxo 2 life? That's how we have to figure it out.
Surely Wraith King.
Blinks takes it. Yeah, Chad Galen. Blinks had a great tournament so far. A really impressive game one, and this series, gotta say, like everything was thrown at him, and he's really pulled off some incredible performances despite it.
Guess we'll soon on rating.
I think that's kind of the timing they're waiting for. Once they have that, the towers with the combination of Visage with the AC, they just melt, right?
There's potential for players with Dire. I think
Seems
the
like something
boys,
exciting might have just happened.
sounds like the boys need to come back or something.
Something exciting has happened over that direction.
I mean, this Dire draft, it does quite well at like defending pushes. You know, they fudge and skewer and stuff like this, but Radiant will destroy buildings like so fast with Deso AC and birds. It's like they can't sit around. They have to like go immediately, or else their whole base will disappear.
The thing is as well is they're not even on a timer because there's 0 right click on the side of scouting crew. They can go as fast or as slow as they want.
Yeah.
Dara though with the hooks, will he catch Blinks again? He's waiting. That's his entire game plan.
I'm wondering like who does he even want to hook? Like because Abaddon Dazzle is sitting behind whoever he hooks. Dazzle. He's just gonna grip himself.
Might hook his own teammates to save them. I think that's the only net positive play that could come out here.
Yeah, like look at this.
Oh,
Like,
hook
it's
out
just
onto the Wraith King, really nice there.
I mean, that's
And
pretty good.
Jesse James
RP.
stops the support in the backline. Really well coordinated there. They do take out the first life of the Wraith King, but look what happens afterwards. Blinks comes in with the heals, the AC comes out from the Visage, and they just chomp through the team thereafter. Down goes the Magnus, down goes the Pudge, down goes the Techies. Joe trolling, follow him into the grave. They don't care about backdoor.
Nyx has got the wave, but it doesn't matter.
No.
AC and Deso and birds doesn't matter.
It's 20k at 18 minutes. I've heard that's a bad thing.
It's not great.
Yeah, no.
Next stage is Dagon. That hero likes Dagon.
Blinks tipping his counter mid
Yeah.
after the bullshit he gave him for the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, guys, if you ignore Visage, he doesn't go away. He does get worse. I like Fudge going mid and just bullying Blinks. Look, you know, he landed a lot of them.
I thought it was funny.
It was really funny. It was, you know, I was entertained in my seat. In terms of winning a Dota game standpoint, maybe not. Opa Dendi,
Yeah, it's important to point out in the chat was a 14-minute AC on,
Yeah.
on a Voxel this game.
that's quite fast.
That is pretty damn speedy. 13k net worth at just 19 minutes on a Visage is
Yeah.
insane. Boots and Bearing finished up, Assault Cure is finished up.
I didn't expect to see Visage at this tournament. I've seen it game played by these guys, so I imagine other teams
You have to, right?
will like why.
Like, why ban out the Blinks Beepo if you're not going to ban the Unboxer Dead
Yeah,
Prophet
yeah.
slash, like, I'd much rather play into a Blinks Beepo than this. Looks like the second tower is going to start taking some serious hits. In jumps Jesse with a skewer back onto 2, but oh my god, he's dead quickly. Hook out from... I gotta say, Dara's hooks have been good. It's a shame we just haven't done anything else. Blinks is too strong to die here. Too fat to fail. Takes them all out. And it looks like Joe Trollin's going to go down as well.
This doesn't care, he's fine. I'm not sure why they're not calling it, but they must have a dog in them and think like
I think they're just waiting to see if their Nyx can get a cheeky kill on Blinks and then GG out.
Nyx is waiting for Dagon.
Yeah. He's got it now. It's finished up.
Who does he get?
Doesn't seem like anyone would make sense right now. They're going in onto these mid towers. 5 seconds. Here comes a wombo combo. Do we have the ultimate back with Magnus? We do. We could see a 5-man skewer into Fountain.
Radiant
Fountain is the physical damage they need.
Yeah. Radiant are right to play.
Here we go. 5-man skewer. Joe, here we go. Can he pull it off? Pulls him back not far enough into the base, but into the impale. It's the keep on in dreams. They throw out the cast. They throw out the maledict onto all of them, but it's still not enough. A hook into the Fountain now, onto Little Bro. Down goes Punjabi. They have taken out 2 of their heroes, and Blinks dives in. He's in some trouble. He's still killing them all, though. No, wait. He is the danger. Don't worry about the Fountain. He is scarier than them all.
Visage is ending the game.
Yeah, Visage, meanwhile, is just ending
Can
the
they end
game.
the game? I don't think they can. I think they're going to get chased out.
I think they might not. An amazing RP there from Jesse James. He has that shard up as well, so a lot of damage thrown out onto that Abaddon. Manages to save this one, make it go just a little bit longer.
It was made better by Blinks walking continuously into the fountain. Walking into the fountain is not good for himself, but
No.
Blinks does like to do it sometimes.
It almost worked too, right?
Yeah, why did I take so much damage this Blinks? Figure that one out. on
Yeah.
his own.
Oh look, there's no Megas,
Yeah.
and they did survive.
Yeah. Let's see who got money out of that. Nick's got some money. That's good.
Yeah. Looks like
Okay.
it. Witch Doctor, Joe Troll and Agadam's coming in, baby.
Yeah. 5,000 gold.
Can we see the Witch Doctor?
What's
Has he eaten his Grizz? No. Oh, he's gone very supporty.
He's working on it.
Yeah.
Well, that was Dire at max power, I feel like, on Radiant. As in Blinks walking into the fountain as well. So literally everything good that could have happened.
And it still worked out okay-ish.
However, if they don't do it again, they will lose. I need a repeat performance of that.
I'm just imagining Voxo hitting the throw and be like, guys, can we please fucking end this?
That's one.
Looks like the Nyx is trying to hunt here, but who does he hunt? He's got a bigger Dagon. Wellen does not have ult. He could be in some trouble here if he does get caught out. Yeah, he's in some trouble here. Nyx comes in, jumps in, pops him. So Wellen dead before the start of the fight, but in return, it looks like Onyx might also die. Not quite, so down he goes. I'd say he thinks that's worth it for his own word.
Yeah, well.
Dara, though, catches out Voxo. He is hit up with the Maledict. Joe Trollen with the ult, but it lasts all but 2 seconds. Down goes Joe Trollen. The Nyx is dead. Down goes the Pudge as well. This might be all she wrote for this game. 44-16 at 22 minutes. We really are picking the best games to cast, folks. We thought this one would be closer.
Wraith King is in the fountain.
Wraith King's in the fountain. It's Bambi's turn. He didn't want to die with a bagel, you know? So
I'm sure of it.
it looks like they must have got Blinks back into the fountain now. Dara's gotten them. He could go down here. This is worth it for him. All he wants. Oh no, never mind. Big heal. Question mark from Dara. That's all he wanted to do. He didn't care about winning this game. Blinks back into the fountain. Does he die? No, he doesn't. How you heal so much. Here we go. This looks like this should be it. Oh, fuck off. I think we've just got a really good insight into Dara's state of mind this entire game now. This should be all she wrote. Down goes the base. GG. Skeleton crew end up falling to the might of Cirque du Soleil in one of the clowniest games we've had here in a while.
Yeah, that was unquantifiable, I think is the best word to describe that game.
Some games of Dota are so clowny they're enjoyable. That was not one.
I did not expect the Dazzle. I like the Dazzle a lot. There's no way we're seeing Visage again. Like this tournament, that was
Can't
insane.
let him have it.
That was
It's just too
disgusting.
good. Anyway, I've been running out here with Pliskin. We catch you in just a few minutes for our next series. Catch you then, boys.
Bye guys.